Hello, everyone. It is Monday, January 12th of 26. That is this week's vlog rendering. This past week's vlog rendering. It checks in at just shy of an hour 35. I cut out a lot of things. I cut out one clip of Johnny's concert. I cut out some of the sousaphone view of the, or all of the sousaphone view of the MCO because I sound like shit, or it's just a better version of the recording out there already. So, whatever. I'm not gonna bother with that. There will be a much better version on the MagFest page in a few months once they mix and master the audio and the video together. It's like 4 o'clock, I think. What time is it? Yeah, it's like 4 o'clock. No, I did not just get up. I've been up for a few hours. I woke up just before 1, I think. So the good news is I'm gonna have another day to try to rein back the sleep schedule. And get some restorative sleep this evening. And have some pizza in the immediate, because I'm hungry. Let's talk about MagFest. Got there on Wednesday. Didn't do a ton. Hung around with friends. Got our badges. I mean, Wednesday's not a lot to do. The event isn't even kicked off yet. That is day 0. But that's where we were able to connect with people. So, fast forward to day 1. Day 1 was long. Day 1 began with the Gamer Bones, which, as it always is, was a lot of fun. V has put together a great community, and for some reason she keeps me in it. I don't play trombone. I can't say I've never played trombone. I have played trombone. I no longer have a trombone. My trombone is in Illinois. So, yeah, there's that. My trombone is in Illinois. Another thing I do tonight is go pick up some food. Some grocery shopping. But V keeps me on as a quote-unquote legacy player, which, V, that's awfully nice of you to do. I did let her know at the rehearsals, like, if you end up getting enough trombones and say, hey, I just want it to be trombones only this year, I will probably cry in a corner, but I will also completely and totally understand. So, and she's like, no, you're not. And she was basically like, you're not really going anywhere. It's like, okay. Turn this on. Hey, light. Performance was good. I actually felt really good about Gamer Bones and about my contribution to it. So that was good. And then worked the VGM con table. That was fun. I mean, y'all have seen my videos of VGM con, but it's basically the easiest way to explain to someone who's at MagFest about VGM con. This, but smaller. And with less hotel drama. Oh my god, hotel drama fucking sucks. After that was MCO. When we found out MCO has gotten fucking huge to like where I don't know if we can grow anymore. If we grow anymore, we might have outgrown our performance space. Definitely our rehearsal space. It was cramped this year. Holy shit, it was cramped. Just in case something pops up. Then after MCO, fuck else did I do on day one? I did some exploring. I bought a couple things. I haven't brought anything from the car, so I'm not going to share my haul. But that night I got a lanyard. I wanted the 20XT6 lanyard, the themed one for this year, but the guy gave me the silicone one. I'm like, I'm not going to fucking bother with that. Yeah, I'm just not going to bother with that. But I got that. Did I get something else that night? Yes, I got those two Amiibo, which are down in the car, and will add to my collection over here. The Pearl and Marina. The off the hook but dressed up variety. And then I think I hung around the atrium a little bit. I got to see Thaman and Sarah, which is great. Is that her name? God, I haven't seen them since. Was it last mag or was it? Was it last mag or was it the trip to Lansing a couple years ago? I honestly don't remember. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen them, and I need to keep in touch with them. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen them. They've moved. They don't live in Michigan anymore. It's like, oh, damn. But it was good connecting with them. It was real good connecting with them. What the fuck else happened? Yeah, I mean, Monday was pretty uneventful. Monday, day one. Day two was early. 9 a.m. rehearsal, going until noon. Bring the horn back to the car. Go to VGM con table for a bit. After that, I ended up at... Where did I end up at for lunch? I don't think it was Nando's. Nando's was yesterday. Or was Saturday. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I went to Potbelly. Got a big sandwich, which served as my, we'll say, lunch and dinner. Because I had half the sandwich for lunch and I had half the sandwich for dinner. And when I say lunch and dinner, I mean like 3:30 and 11 o'clock. After that, it was Friday. What the fuck else happened on Friday? Went to a panel about music history something. And then Johnny's concert. God, it was so fucking good. And it was really cool. Like, at the concert, I rediscovered my voice. I've always said I'm not a tenor. And I'm not. I'm a baritone. I'm a bass baritone. Starting to lean more into the bass realm. When I was younger, I had a very wide range. I could usually do pretty well matching with Johnny. Especially when I'm on my bike on the road heading between home and school. School was 5 miles away in another town. In Poinette. You guys seen Poinette? Yeah, school was 5 miles away, so I'd have to go up and over. Some of the best times would be I'd crest WIB the hill on WIBU Road, and then it's a mile long downhill, so I can focus on singing. And last piece he did, of course, was Live and Learn. And the very last chorus, he does that. He kind of does a little bit of an embellishment on "Hanging on the Edge of Tomorrow," and he didn't do that at the concert. I did, and someone else noticed, and they gave me a fuck yeah. And that was that felt really good. It felt really good to sing like that again. I haven't done karaoke in years. I haven't really used my singing voice in a long time. Like where I'm actually focused on just singing instead of, like, oh, we're doing music game and we're doing like a 30-second snippet. Like where I'm actually sitting there going, I'm going to sing this now, and then I do. And then there's a couple times where I'm like, I'm going to sing this now, and then it's something I used to be able to sing no problem, but I've gotten older. I'm out of practice. I haven't worked that range in a long time, and I can't do it. And then there's One OK Rock, which I'm never going to be able to meet that. Or Kellen Quinn, I'm never going to be able to get that high. I'm getting there though. I can't get his higher notes. The high note in "I'm Here." That's high as fuck. Too far across the new frontiers. With my mind I fight this fear. My hands I hunt with someone. Live through that note. Add an octave to that. Might actually be two. No, it's just one. But is that one? That note. I'm not hitting that note ever. Not unless I drop it an octave, which I just did. Then I got to meet Johnny. He signed my Sonic. And the whole time in line was excruciating. I was in so much fucking pain. Like, Friday hurt like hell. Between the sousaphone and all the standing and my back already being fucked up from the day before. Like, I need to go to someone who can beat me up professionally. It's called a chiropractor, kids. Yeah, I might need to go do that at some point soon. And then I went home at 9 o'clock. I got back to the hotel at 9 o'clock. MagFest is a 24-hour festival. There's a lot of stuff going on in the late evenings. Hell, all of my panels at MagFest have been super fucking late. I've not had a panel before midnight. And the late time shit is where all the fun shit happens. It's where all the really fun shit happens, which reminds me I need to actually go on to VGMCon site and host my panels. I'm actually going to try to host 3/4 if the one of them can be divided into two. So anyway, that was Friday, and then at home, like I was still up till like 1 or 2 in the morning, super late when I didn't need to be up super late because I had an early call the next day. But yeah, I waited for the guys to get home. I did get some sleep while I was at the hotel. And when I say that, I mean like I was on the couch between my tablet and watching a football game and in and out of sleep, basically. Like, surprise naps. I hate surprise naps. So anyway, that was day 2. Day 3 was the long day. 8 a.m. call, which I made barely. I made 8 a.m. dead ass. I would have been fine being late. The other sousaphone was there. He did end up showing up. It's a logistical nightmare because part of the problem is we don't all have hotels in the National Harbor area. We're in Alexandria across the river. We're in, other parts of Prince George's County in Maryland, where in other areas we have to be able to get to the event. They've got some shuttles set up for Alexandria, but those shuttles didn't start till 8 a.m. Problem. That's a big problem. So, but he got there just as we got called to go down and get our seats. Let's be fair. He could have shown up after, and they would have said, "Yeah, go down. You're fine. We know you know where you're standing, right by the trees." I thought there was a planter there. There's not. Like an actual thing I could sit down on. There really wasn't. The show was great. Half the show, my brain was off, but between my brain being off and I thought I had a leak in my sousaphone, and I was really scared because I don't want to go get that fucking fixed. I thought it was in the lead pipe or in the bit somewhere. No. I have two water keys. They're officially called water keys. When you see someone emptying out a bunch of water out of their horn, the colloquial term is a spit valve. It's not spit. It's condensation. It is water. Because when you breathe air and it hits the cold metal, it condensates, and you get enough of it, it can start going in your sound. So you use the water key to drain the water. I have two of those. One of them is kind of useless. The other one is much more useful. The useless one was the problem because it got caught here on my jersey and opened. So I'm playing and it's not sounding good. I'm like, this doesn't sound good. I have a leak somewhere. And I found the problem, adjusted the jersey, and I was like, oh, hey, look, I sound just fine now. Half the show, my brain was off. I was still waking up. The other half of the show was good. I have a lot of fond memories of the first 3 MCOs. This one, I think, front to back, was one of my favorites. I mean, and there's a couple I could have done without. Honestly, I could have done without World of Warcraft. I could have done without that one. Personal opinion, I could have done without that one. But I know it's a big, huge fan base, so we played it. Helldivers was fun. Let's see, we played. I'm gonna go down. I have the order literally in my fucking OneDrive. Why am I not? Where did 2026 go? Where did the 2026 folder go? It went there. How did 2026 end up in 2025? Here we go. MCO concert order. Upload, please. And here we go. Super Mario Galaxy staff roll. That's how we woke everyone. Bum, 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 bum. That was the alarm clock for everyone that morning. We went to the World of Warcraft. We actually, Jason Hayes, the original composer, directed us. 7/4 always sucks. Because how are you going to conduct that? He went 1 and 2 and 3, da da. 1 and 2 and 3, da da. 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's how he did it. I would have been like 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And you can see why that might be an issue, because I'm trying to do a big downbeat on the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and a little downbeat on the second half of the measure. 7's a bitch to conduct. 5 and 6 you can do a separate pattern where it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a couple of ways you can do that. 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, middle, out, up. 1, left, left, mid, out, up, down. 7 just fucking sucks. Anything more than 7, fuck you. I don't want to do that. Well, how do you do 12/8? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Check at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. That's 12/8. If you knew that already, you're like, Scott, we knew that. Shut up. Let's see, what was after World of Warcraft? World of Warcraft, and then the Mega Man 2 medley. So our first rehearsal of that was ass because it was the last piece we played in the day. We were all tired. We were all really sore. We wanted to get these horns off our fucking faces. We sounded like fucking shit. The second day rehearsal, so much better, and the performance, that was so good. I like the staccato legato marking. Then we played A Cup of Liberty, Helldivers 2 main theme. Composed, arranged, and conducted by Wilbert Roger the second. So it was great to have him there, and he did a great job. Growing Up Never Old, which is a medley from Ocarina of Time, from Oot, main theme Lost Woods, Gerudo Valley. I'll tell you about Gerudo Valley. Fucked up. I fucked up really bad. So it's percussion for 8 measures. And then rehearsal J was the strings. And then sousaphones come in. I came in 4 measures late. My part 4 of J, or at 5 of J, 4 before K. I'm measuring there, music. I mean, my thought was, at least it was like I listened to it on another perspective, and I'm like, oh, at least it was confident. I'm giving myself that. It was confident. I'm like, I'm right, and it still fit the music, so I'm taking it. And then we did Song of Storms, which was actually a lot of fun. Then Night of the Wind. In which we got to perform with Johnny Gioeli. Which again, meeting that man was a lot of fun. He's a good dude. Johnny, if you're out there and you actually are watching, we love you, and we love you. I know you know it, but we love you, and we're gonna keep letting you know that. Then we played Departure in Sedge Tree from Shenmue. Great Arhu solo. And an incredible piece. My part was kind of eh. Then we did Desert Strike and Jungle Strike, a medley. I thought this was a pinball game. I forgot. This is not a pinball game. The guy's a pinball champion who wrote the music. But this is not pinball. It's a Genesis game. These are 2 Genesis games. Steven arranged it, so it meant low brass. Thanks, Steven. But the guy who composed it, his name's Brian Schmidt. He was there and conducted us. It was good. And that was a fun chart. That was actually a lot of fun. Then we did Pantheon, the Unbreakable Spear from League of Legends. LOL. That's right, we did WoW and LOL. And Zach Nicely of Press Start Orchestra did a great vocal solo. Then we did the piece everyone just called French. We did a piece from Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Une vie à prendre. I don't remember what that means. One life à prendre. Which was cool. Again, my part was but when you're a tuba player, a lot of times your parts are A lot of donuts. A lot of open notes. Notes that aren't filled in. And then when you get notes that are filled in, you go, what the fuck? We closed with Ice Water and Love Like You. Ice Water from Lonely Magic and Love Like You from Steven Universe. As performed by Rebecca Sugar. And Steven arranged it. Steven O'Bent. Steven, so good. I love working with you. I need to work with you more. Why do you live in fucking Seattle? Actually, you can please live in Seattle. I know you love it there. If it was less expensive, I might consider out there. Seattle would be fun. This one also was a quote unquote boring tuba part, but this one was one where it's like I kind of liked the boring tuba part because I could really focus on what everything else was, and it all fit together so well. And I've seen some Steven Universe. I haven't seen Lonely Magic, but yeah, there was a lot of feels with the music, and that was our closer, by the way. After MCO, there was some downtime. That's when I went to Nando's. And then I went to see Lords at the Lords of the Trident at the XP stage. You know, it's funny. I've been watching the Lords for a while, and I didn't realize some of the music was actually based off video games. I thought they were with John Milwaukee, something they released in the last couple of years, I think. I didn't realize that was based off of Road Rash. Or Death Dealer is based off of Diablo. Not the actual music is from the game, but the premise of the song and the lyrics are based off of that concept. See, that's another way to do VGM, is do tributes to the music. That's what Master Sword does. Or did. So yeah. Then there was some other stuff I did Saturday night. I played in a conducting workshop. I played in a conducting workshop, and then I basically sat in that room for like a couple of hours because I said the words, "I'm like staff adjacent," because I'm always willing to help, and I'm pretty good friends with the staff. And Riley was like, "Yeah, you kind of are." I was like, "Okay, that feels good, thanks." I ended up going to get some food, and then went back upstairs to do the brass sight reading workshop, which was a lot of fun. And then after that, like 30 minutes after that, was the sight singing workshop. And I thought about going, and then I decided against it because, like, I mean, I know that would have been a great way to get some singing done, but I also wanted to get the horn out of the room. And then I thought about doing the meme workshop, but I ended up sitting in the Potomac Market, which is like a little tiny food court type thing, and a little gathering area. And that's where a lot of us kind of chilled out during the chill out times. And those are the best times of MagFest. Don't get me wrong. There's all this shit to do, but the best time is when you can just kind of sit and chill with your friends that maybe you see once or twice a year. So like there was KV, and Wales was there, and QP, and let's see, there was another time where I saw Kira and Sam. They were doing a meme. He was like, you want a Shirley Temple? I'm like, actually, yeah, that sounds amazing right now. They had Grenadine and Sprite. And I'm like, that actually sounds quite amazing. And there's probably more to a Shirley Temple than that, but that's a basic Shirley Temple. I'll take it. So good. So good. And then day four was Gamer Bones reading session, and then try not to cry before you leave. And then, of course, it was last night. Now, a couple things I learned last night. One, if I am going to leave, I need to leave early in the morning. This whole getting home at 3 o'clock in the morning bullshit sucks ass. The only time that would be acceptable is if I'm like pulled over on the side of the road and I'm taking a nap, which I need to do. That's another thing I need to consider, is taking a nap on the side of the, or like at one of the service stations. Get like 30 minutes to give my eyes some rest. Because, yeah, left the Gaylord at 2, so 1 Central. and was basically 100% plugged into the road for 14 and a half hours. There were stops, of course. You saw the stops on the vlog. Good, that is done. I can now upload last week's vlog. So meta. Okay, and then oh wait, I need, oh shit, new playlist. The Vlog 2026. Each vlog starting in 2026. Done. There. But yeah, what needs to happen is I either need to leave super early and just go. Actually, we're just going to make this public immediate. Got it. But yeah, either leave super early in the morning, or I need to consider potentially getting a hotel on the way back. Say in Ohio, Indiana, Western Ohio, Eastern Indiana, somewhere in there. I need to consider that. It doesn't have to be super expensive, something super cheap. I need to consider that. Wait, I need to edit that. There. Because it's 20XD6. The other thing I need to consider is definitely leaving on Monday. If I'm going to do one trip, I leave Monday, not Sunday. I had the plan for Monday. That changed because of hanging out with friends. I would not change that for anything else. Just going to go on record and say that. I'm glad that I got the room with the guys. In fact, let's talk about the things we learned at this MagFest. If I am rooming with people, I tell them I am available for rides if you need. I am going to have some drop dead times where I have to be at the event. So if you miss the bus, you miss my bus. Two, maybe consider just getting a hotel on my own, which is what I probably will do. What would have made Saturday infinitely easier is if I didn't wait up for the guys to get back. Because of my own not wanting to impose on them. They walk in and see me passed out on the air mattress. They're gonna be like, "Oh God, don't wake up Scott." No. So I'll probably do that where I'll probably do that where I do my own place. Parking. Do not trust the MagFest pass. Um, and if I do end up parking there, Uber is our friend. Uber then becomes our friend. And if I end up leaving, we end up parking at the plateau lot across the street. So, things to think about for things to think about for next year. Other things to think about: heating patches, ibuprofen, fucking icy hot something, a back brace potentially. I mean, yes, I'm out of shape. I know that. And yeah, I some of this event was definitely rough on my person. I woke up today and it didn't hurt nearly as bad. I also got a lot of fucking sleep. God, I slept. I was out. I think the first time I woke up, I did set like a timer, and I woke up around 11, and I said no, and I went back to sleep for another hour and a half. And then I said, okay, it's just before 1 o'clock. I should probably think about getting up. But that is kind of the whole recap of MagFest, and I got to see a whole lot of people that I don't see very often. And it's still really weird being at MagFest and being recognized by people. One of the cool things was after the show on Saturday, I'm walking toward the escalator, and I have the thought in my head of I'm done. I'm just done. And then I hear a group of my friends in Potomac just start to cheer super loud, like, that's Scott, yay! I'm like, okay, I'm not going up the escalator yet. So I wandered over to Potomac and said, hey guys, thanks for coming out. And I mean that to everyone who was at the show. Thank you for coming out. And if you weren't at the show, I get it. It's early. It's MagFest. You partied the night before, whatever. And that's why I try and tell you some things maybe a little earlier than I should. Like, Johnny's going to be there. Or like, say, Rebecca Sugar did a show the other night. She's not done singing. You might see her with the orchestra. And by you might, I mean you will. I didn't post it on any like social media thing. That was all word. That's all word of mouth. Because I know that will help get people into the atrium to watch the show. And yes, we are playing for thousands of people. I know that atrium gets packed. And it's not just the atrium. The other cool thing, all the balconies. Like, I'm sad I didn't take a before and after, because then my brain stopped thinking about it. But like seeing the before and seeing the balconies were by and large empty, and then the after, when everyone realized, oh, the show's going on, the concert's going on, just open your balcony and stand on the fucking balcony. I'm hoping next year one of those balconies is empty because it's mine. Oh, that would make next year's infinitely better. Yeah, that would solve a lot of the other shit I talked about. Was if I end up getting a Gaylord room, I have parking there because I'm a hotel guest. I don't have to worry about travel. I have to worry about travel down the elevator. That's it. Instrument storage, I don't need to worry about that. I don't have to bring it out to the car every time I want to move shit. This was a great MagFest. I still have today and tomorrow off. I'm keeping tomorrow off. I could go to work. I don't wanna. That's what it boils down to. I don't fucking wanna. I might go do some grocery shopping tonight. I could probably hold off on laundry till tomorrow. I might unload the car tonight. If I go grocery shopping, I'm obviously unloading the car. Yeah, good times. Well, the rest of the week is going to be a whole lot less uneventful than the last 40 fucking minutes I've been talking. So, yeah, we'll see you later this week. Hey, everyone. It has been Tuesday. I got a lot of shit done. Hot damn did I get a lot of shit done. I was up before noon. Had to run to the bank to get quarters because I was out. I wasn't out, but I didn't have enough for tonight. I had three and change, I think. Which I probably could have made work, but I didn't want them. Also, why use this light when I have those lights? Better. I ran to the grocery store. Got that shit done. Got home. I did some cooking. Cleaned up the kitchen. After the cooking, put everything away. Did the laundry. Put everything away. 2 shows this week that I had to prepare for. Tomorrow night and Thursday night. I got asked to do Starkweather tomorrow night, which is fine. I like Starkweather. That'd be a good comeback show. Like, hey, I've been off for 3 weeks. How do we do this again? And yeah, laundry also got put away. Like, everything's done. So I can focus now on catching up at work. So, fuck yeah. Also, these ladies right here, part of my MagFest haul. I didn't really get a lot at MagFest this year. I got a MagFest lanyard, a Crush 40 lanyard, Crush 40 t-shirt, a swag, and a couple of clicky, fidgety things from One-Up keycaps, or from One-Up keyboards. Yeah. It's been a good fucking day. If I didn't say I cooked food too. And didn't order out today. No matter how tempting it was while I was out doing grocery shopping to go to like Wendy's or something to get a Snackums. I did look in one of my apps to see if I had points to get some free food, and I did, but I was like, okay, but I didn't have to buy a drink. I mean, I can only like use one thing. So, fine, I won't. Whatever. It's been a really good day. And I feel really good about the rest of this week. Because the rest of this week is, I mean, I just got to catch up on work, honestly. And I had 2 shows. So, catch up on work. Go from there. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Now, what's even more fun is 2 weeks from this Saturday, I'll have to go into the office because it's the last day of the month. Blows, but whatever. I'll have a comp day somewhere, I'm sure. Alright. I just want to give a quick update. I feel really good about today. It's just after midnight. That also felt good. What the fuck is that? And I want some of that. It looks like it's sausage and cheese rolls. I'm sure there's egg on them because it's breakfast sandwiches. And for whatever reason, every single breakfast sandwich out there got to have egg on it.
This freedom and the power that we have.
fucking go. Let's skip ahead. There I am. There's Johnny. I still cannot believe I got to perform that with that man's. Oh, also, I don't know if I mentioned this on last night's vlog. In fact, I'm pretty sure I didn't. I left something behind. Remember that Sonic I got signed? I left it in one of the orchestra rooms. Riley sent me a DM last night. I was like, hey, the Supersonic. Did you get your Supersonic signed by somebody? I'm like, yeah. Shit. I'm like, yeah. And they were like, you can either ship it back or we'll have someone going up to VGM Con. I'm like, you know what? Shipping it costs money. VGM Con, I mean, people have already spent the money to go and they're already going. So I told him, send it. I told Riley to send it with someone. We will connect. It's fine. And they're like, well, it should be someone we both know. I'm like, it doesn't really matter. I'm playing a tuba. And if they're part of MCO or if they've seen the MCO stuff, just point and go, him. I'm so grateful to things like MCO and VVGO for giving opportunities like this. Ways to play. I know, I need to record more for VVGO. I want to do some recording this weekend. I say every week, and then I get to the weekend and go, I don't want to fucking do anything. But I think this weekend I'm definitely going to do some recording because I'm feeling really into it right now. All right. That's enough for today. We'll see you later this week. Hopefully nothing super eventful happens. Later. Hey. We made it to Friday. We made it to Friday and it's snowing. There's a winter weather advisory. Yeah, whatever. I made a post today. Well, Robert made a post. Robert, who is one of the conductors of the MCO and also helps run the thing and is a damn fine conductor, I might add. Robert posted a video from the piece he conducted, Night of the Wind. He did the same thing last year with Baldur's Gate, and this year had a different significance because I reposted it, and the comment I had was, you ever get to perform on the same stage as someone you looked up to as a kid? Someone whose music you belted out at the top of your lungs on your bike to school? I finally experienced this last week. Please observe. I can't wait to see what the full video looks like when MagFest releases the full video. That usually takes a couple months. Last year's video came out in March. I remember seeing that and going, there's no way this is done. This is like, it's not July yet. Because previous years, like I think the first time it took to like almost the next MagFest. And then they brought it back to like fall, then July. That's 3. I think it was fall, then July, and then like March. So who knows? Maybe we'll get it next week. We're not getting it next week. There's no fucking way we're getting it next week. Um, it's been a rough day. I've been caught in the, we'll say, the cycle of things. And I don't like it. I don't like what's happening. I hate it. Looking back at some old pictures. Um, yeah, today's been a little rough. I also had a friend message me for the first time in a while. They apologized, which they did not have to do. They said, sorry for like basically ghosting you for the last year. And I'm like, to be honest, dude, I'm the last person you need to apologize to about that. Because I have a shit time keeping in touch with people anyway. But it was good to hear from him again. Talk to him a little bit about things. I don't want to say about what because I might give away some things. I kind of want to keep it close to the... Oh my God. That day when I played a Blue Star alum, I'm not a Blue Star alum. I never marched with Blue Stars. But yeah, tomorrow, I have no plans tomorrow, honestly. I'd like to keep it that way. If I do anything, I might be picking up a couple snacks, things like that. Nothing major. Oh. Oh. Oh my God, that cast. Remember that one time we did a full-on Broadway musical in a fucking conference room? I do. I mean, see, take a look. There's the pit right there. We had 10 band instruments. We had no strings. I liked that horn too. That horn didn't suck as much in terms of the that horn didn't suck as much in terms of the design flaw. But yeah. Anyway, on to the weekend. And again, I'm gonna chill. relax. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the other day. There's 2 days of a weekend. I didn't have a whole lot. I just wanted to talk about how we survived the week. I did get caught up with the dailies. So that's good. Anyways, it's time for sleep. We'll see you later this weekend. Hello, everyone. It's Sunday, and I had a much-needed weekend of fuck all. I actually got started on the upcoming football season. So goody. I just did the SEC schedules today. That's 16 schedules off the board. I think there's 118 or 100. There's 100 and some ready now that I can just put in, which will happen now and again. This week we're finally back to a normal payroll schedule. Yay! Where things happen on Tuesday. And I'm excited for that. Where is it? There it is. You know what else I'm excited for? I'm also excited for, I don't know, just getting through the week. Happy this week's over. Have some new challenges that had to be handled, but we'll handle them. So yeah. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot else to say. It's been a week. I'm hoping this week doesn't suck. Anyway, now that I have my RetroArch up and loaded, I'm gonna get onto Discord. I'm gonna play some Map Rando. That's right, I haven't been playing Zelda this weekend. It's weird. Yeah, we'll do some Map Rando. 3 degrees tomorrow. Fuck you, game. Yeah, we'll do that. Hang out with some friends. Do fun shit. And that's the week. Again, compared to last week, not a whole fucking lot happened. Not an hour and a half vlog worth. Oh yeah, and it's gonna get cold this week. Winter is back. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. And as always, we'll see you next week. Take care, everyone.